Gardening in the Florida summer. I've been gardening in Florida for a little over 10 years now, and when I first started, I thought we just planted everything during the summer. I mean, that's what everybody else does, right? Well, we're kind of unique here in Florida. So today I just want to share with you some things that I've found to grow really well here during the intense heat during the summer in Florida. All right, so let's start with some of the traditional vegetables. One of the most popular ones being a tomato. Can you grow tomatoes in the summer in Florida? Well, I've tried quite a bit, mostly unsuccessfully. There is a small exception though. I have been able to successfully grow the Everglades tomato in Florida in the summertime. Right now, you can see this one's not doing too great. It's got some yellowing of the leaves, but it's got a ton of tomatoes on it, and it's got new growth that looks fine. The new growth looks great. The Everglades tomato is an amazing tomato plant. I have found it to grow at all times of the year here in Florida. While other tomatoes will typically die due to, viruses or disease issues, the Everglades tomato seems to just kind of outgrow those. So this tomato is a fantastic tomato. I love them. They regularly reseed themselves. You plant them once and you just kind of have them popping up all year. As for the tomatoes, they're kind of small, dime-sized cherry tomatoes. They are very sweet and citrusy. They have a really, really thin skin, so they don't really transport that well. They don't really last that long. So as soon as you pick them, kind of want to eat them. But Everglades tomato is one of the ones that I've found that you can successfully grow during the summertime in Florida. The only thing I will say is I would probably avoid direct sowing seeds into the garden right at the intensity of the summer. I would ideally like to have that plant established going into the summer. So that would give you the best bet to really fight off the heavy rains and the intense afternoon heats. So if you want to try to grow tomatoes, highly suggest the Everglades tomato. If you want to get your hands on some seeds, we do have a tomato pack actually. It's got a couple different varieties that are known to grow well in Florida. I'll link to it down below in the description. Cool. All right, so let's talk about some other traditional vegetables that we can grow here in the intense summer. One of the easiest ones would be sweet potato. Sweet potato loves our intense summer heat. With heavy rainfall, they will thrive. We have very successfully grown the Beauregard variety, but this year we actually purchased some cuttings from Codico Farm, who's a local grower here in Florida. The variety that we purchased from him are the Timing 64 tomatoes. Hopefully I said that right. It is, I believe, a Taiwanese sweet potato, but they have tested a ton of different varieties there on their farm, and this is by far the most productive according to them. So I'm very excited to give these potatoes a go this year. I'll also put a link to those in the description as well. So sweet potatoes are a great one. Okra is another fantastic one. I don't particularly like okra, really. It has that slimy kind of texture to it. I guess I do kind of like pickled okra, I suppose. I like almost anything pickled. But sometimes I grow okra just because I think the plant itself is so pretty. The flowers are hibiscus-like because they are actually from the hibiscus family. So the flowers themselves are very, very nice. The variety of okra that I like to grow is called the Clemson Spineless. As the name suggests, it doesn't have any spines. Some okra plants do have little spines on them. It can be a little bit annoying to handle. Another vegetable that grows great in the summer here is cowpeas, southern peas, black-eyed peas, whatever you want to call them. They grow great here in the summer heat. One of our favorites is Texas cream. It's just really easy to grow. Something else that's in the beanish family, the legume family, is Puerto Rican black beans. I have never personally grown them. They're definitely on the list to grow next year, but Puerto Rican black beans are said to really thrive in our summer heat. All right, what about leafy greens? Can I grow leafy greens in the summer in Florida? And actually you can, but it's not gonna be your traditional leafy greens. We're not talking about like a butter crunch or romaine or anything like that. It's going to be something a little bit different, and actually one that I have right here is my personal favorite. It is called Surinam spinach. The leaves are small. They are like both delicate yet crunchy, kind of a slightly citrusy flavor. They do have a slight, very, very mild like sliminess to them or mucilage to them. I actually don't really mind it. It's supposed to be really, really good for you. But you could see this is growing fantastic. We're in June right now. I still actually have this in a pot. I haven't even planted it in the ground yet. I've just been watering it once a day, and it's been growing fantastic. It's got these nice little flowers on it. But this is one leafy green that will grow well in Florida. And let's go take a look at some others. Here's a couple other leafy greens that will grow well during the summer. This one is called longevity spinach. You can see this thing is thriving right now. This is the west side of the house. So this gets a lot of late day sun. It gets protected from afternoon and early morning sun. But you can see the leaves. They're pretty large, kind of thick. They actually have a nice crunch to it. I don't know if you could pick that up on the mic, but the texture is big, especially compared to Surinam spinach. Thick leaves. It does have a slight sliminess to it, a little bit more than the Surinam spinach. Some people are turned off by that. I personally don't mind it. It's pretty good. So longevity spinach is a good one, pretty carefree. You can see it'll grow out and it'll kind of sprawl along the ground. It'll kind of act as a ground cover for you. So it's a really nice one. Another one that we're currently growing and just got these in the ground a couple months ago is katuk. So this is katuk here. Very thin, delicate leaf. No slime to it. Texture is pretty minimal, but it does have this like earthy kind of taste to it. But katuk is a nice subtropical shrub. It'll grow pretty tall. It'll get quite a few feet tall, quite a few feet wide. It can take temperatures down to 20 degrees once established. It'll kind of produce for you year round here in Central and South Florida. North Florida, you may run a risk of a cool night, kind of knocking all of its leaves off, but it won't die. It'll grow back for you. So these are two great options. Another option that people have great luck with, but not me, is this. This is called Brazilian spinach or sisso spinach. A lot of people claim that this is really, really easy to grow. This is our second plant. It's not dead yet, but it's not thriving. I've tried a few different spots for it. I may have found one that it kind of really likes. I have found that it doesn't like a whole lot of sun at all, especially in the summertime, at least so far. It looked worse than this before, believe it or not. And I tucked it actually in a corner right behind a tree to where it gets like no sun, and it's looking better than it did yesterday. But anyways, sisso spinach is a good one. A lot of people claim that they have great success with it. Just I don't. So I'm probably doing something wrong. A couple other leafy greens that you can grow well in Florida during the intense summer heat is Malabar spinach, New Zealand spinach, Ethiopian kale. All of these things will kind of thrive at this time of the year. And if you want to get your hands on some seeds for those specific leafy greens, we actually put a pack together that has all of these bundled together. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Cool. All right, so we've talked about some traditional vegetables. We've talked about leafy greens. Let's talk about herbs. Can you grow herbs here in Florida? And actually, you can in the summertime. You just need to really provide some protection for them. We grow a lot of herbs on our back patio. It's a south-facing patio that's screened in with an awning over it. So it actually gets a lot of morning sun and late day sun, but it's completely protected during the intense afternoon sun. So that's how I would suggest you grow herbs, is find a spot for them that gives them a lot of protection from that intense afternoon sun. That being said, in these garden beds behind me, I do have a couple of thriving sage plants. We planted the seeds for those, direct sowed them in the garden all the way back in November. We're in June now, so these plants are about 8 months old, and they're growing fantastic right now. We've got a ton of basil also growing in the garden. It doesn't seem to mind the summer heat yet. We do have an automated drip line set up to it though, so we're making sure it stays watered all the time. But my suggestion to you is that if you do want to grow herbs in Florida in summer, put them somewhere where they get protection from the intense afternoon sun. It'll definitely help you a lot. All right, what about fruit trees? Can we grow fruit trees in Florida in summer? And yes, You totally can. We're a subtropical state. Tons of fruit trees thrive in this environment right now. I'm sitting next to a loquat tree. This is a champagne variety of loquat. If you've never heard of a loquat, it's a little kind of citrusy like fruit with a pit in the middle, soft outer skin, fleshy, tart kind of meaty part of the fruit. It's related to a kumquat. In Florida, actually, they grow so well, we have a loquat festival. Everybody makes cool loquat jams and all sorts of crazy loquat pies and things like that. Loquat is one of our favorite, very minimal care. This is not hooked up to any sort of irrigation system, and it's growing pretty great. Let's look at some other fruit trees that we have growing, some not so great. All right, let's take a look at this really sad mango. Oh yeah. So let's take a look at this really sad mango. So this was planted in the ground about 2 years ago. The variety here is coconut cream. Honestly, I've just done a really, really poor job of caring for this. Mangoes grow great in Florida. I didn't dig the hole big enough. I was kind of lazy with that. Should have had these little helpers. Didn't really amend it properly. Every time I put down mulch or something like that, the chickens kick it out of the way. But this is an exception. I'm just doing a really bad job growing this. So I might end up moving it. It's a little close to the chicken coop, to a place where I can actually keep mulch on it, kind of care for it a little bit better. So this is an exception. Mangoes grow fantastic in Florida. All right, here's a grapefruit tree that I recommend every Floridian should grow, and this is called a mulberry. This variety is a Pakistani mulberry. The mulberries it makes are really kind of long. They taste kind of like a blackberry maybe. The chickens love them. We love them. I chose a Pakistani mulberry because it's supposed to be non-staining. Some of the mulberries, if you plant them close to your house, the drop mulberries will kind of stain your house. But I've also found that this stains a lot of things too. Our hands are stained, our tongues are stained, the chickens' beaks are stained. But this tree is fantastic. It doesn't really like cold weather, so if it does get a little chilly, it will drop its leaves, but it'll flush right back. So 2 winters ago, this was completely bald. And it just produced a ton of mulberries. So it was producing most heavily in early spring. That's where we had this tree was just full of them. We don't really irrigate it. It's on a far corner of our yard. I maybe feel like dragging the hose out here once every other week to water it, and it is just growing great. But the leaves are nutritious. The chickens can eat them. If you have a tortoise, tortoises love the mulberry leaves as well. So this is a fantastic fruit tree that I would recommend every Florida grower grow. Here's just a few general tips that's going to help you grow anything in the summer in Florida, and that is stay hydrated. You should stay hydrated so that you can keep your plants hydrated. It's really, really hot here, and that dries out soils, especially if they're in pots or kind of shallow garden beds. So lay down a heavy layer of mulch. Mulch really helps retain moisture. It's going to add organic material to your garden. Mulching is super important, especially in the summertime in Florida. So keep your plants watered. Another thing to be mindful of growing in Florida in summer is that it is the rainy time. And that means that your area may impose certain fertilizer bans. So you should be mindful. Look up your local area, look up your county extension office. They should tell you if there's a ban on fertilizer in your area or not. The reason why fertilizers are banned during the rainy times is because imagine hundreds of thousands of people all fertilizing their garden and lawns, and then a big rainstorm comes. All of that water is going to run off into the sewer system, could work its way back into the water supply. It's going to soak into the ground, could work its way into the aquifer. So fertilizer bans are there for a reason. There is a controversial study out right now that kind of shows that fertilizer bans aren't as effective as maybe we think they are. If you're curious about that, I'll put a link for that article down below. But I'm going to stick to fertilizer bans. It seems right to me. So yeah, make sure they're watered. Be mindful of fertilizing and really get out and look at your garden. Summertime is when pests, diseases, viruses really like to pop their head up. You need to catch them early because they will get out of hand very quickly. So constantly be checking your leaves, look at the undersides of the leaf, look for any discoloration, anything like that. Get out there and take a look. Be in the garden. It's very helpful. If you found this helpful, we also have a gardening guide that we built specifically for Florida gardeners. It's 100% free. I'll put a link to it in the description as well. It will guide you through planting times for all of the most common vegetables. For each part of the state, I kind of break it down into north, central, and south. And then I will also give you a big list of varieties of each vegetable that have been known to grow well here in Florida. There's some other tips and tricks in there. It's actually a really good free guide. Well, cool. I hope you sign up and get it. And I also hope this video helps you grow more food in Florida in the summertime.